Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you're new here, welcome, and thank you for subscribing to this little community. If you aren't, welcome back. Thank you for always continuing to support us. Alright, in today's video, we are going to go through the week of April 7th, which is week 15 in the Hobonichi Cousin for 2005. So I hope you enjoy the video. I am going to be showing a few different items than what I've been doing the previous weeks. So I hope you enjoy the process and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Okay, so the monthly spread is already filled out and I'm using it as an all-encompassing spread where I have anything from birthdays, appointments, meetings, anything of importance is going here. And this is how it looks. I love it. I think it's super cute and minimal. And we are working on week 15, but I do want to show the prior 2 weeks. So this is what the week of the 13th ended up looking like. As you can see, I'm still tracking symptoms there. And then last week I did not get to record, so I did want to show you. I just switched it up from symptoms to symptoms and mood. And this is how it turned out. I am likely not going to be using the symptoms and mood section anymore. I'm going to see how it goes without that. So I'm likely going to just wing this spread like I do every single week and see where it takes me, but I did want to show I organized my desk so I have all these cute little like trinkets nearby that I can see and use. So I just wanted to show you guys what that looked like. So I am going to be using my Ice Blue Days of the Week on my shop. I'm going to be using the older version with the older backing sheet, just because I have a couple of those that I need to use up. So I'm going to be using this light blue since it just reminds me of April. It always rains here during April in Texas, so I figure it would be the perfect color for this week. Because it is kind of a gloomy week and it's kind of going to be raining and a little cold this week. So I hope you guys are doing well. I have a lot of things on the horizon. I've been working on some stationery letter paper that I've been using when I write my pen pal letters, and I was like, hey, why not sell this? So I want to print some out and take some pictures of that to post it on the website. And then in addition to that, I've been playing around with like creating my own little character to kind of focus some of my stickers on. And I think I figured out what I'm going to do, but it's still in the early stages and I hope to have something figured out within a couple of weeks. But this next part, I'm going to be picking this Mr. Pen. They don't name their colors, so I kind of had to swatch them and number them. And so I just numbered each of them, and I basically use my little swatch to figure out what color to use. And I really like these because they don't bleed through and they are super light and they're like the perfect edge. It fits perfectly in the little squares in the Hobonichi, so it comes out really nice. I kind of had a little like pause moment here, trying to think, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this blue to kind of, I don't know, maybe line my time blocks to make it look a little different and for visual purposes easier to see. But then I realized it was my fountain pen and I didn't want to mess up the nib, so I just went back to the Energel, and I'm using the 0.5 here. And I've actually really been liking these pens, so I have the 0.3s, the 0.5s, the 0.7, and the 1.0. I have them all in black, but I do have one set in blue, which is the 0.3. And I have a set for personal, like my job, my actual job, and then for my creative bucket. So the ones that I use for my creative bucket, I'll have a little washi tape on it just so I can differentiate and know where to put it back to, because otherwise I would just lose them. So I'm going to continue with the time blocking thing. I'm not really sure if I still like this, but I'm going to keep doing it. And so I just time blocked all the important things that I could remember for the week. And then you'll see here in a little bit that I'm probably going to go back and highlight those. There's 3 birthdays this week, one on the 7th and 2 on the 8th. And so I already got their birthday cards filled out, written, and sent out. So I hope they get them soon. But obviously I'm still going to wish them a happy birthday. So here I decided to highlight my personal items throughout the week, but then later on I just end up highlighting everything because it's easier to see, easier on my eyes. And here I'm gonna stick with my to-do and my habits. I am getting rid of the symptoms and moods. I don't know what it is about that, but I feel like it's not really helping me in the weekly view. I don't know, maybe next month I'll start doing it in the monthly view instead. I don't know what happened with my camera, but it totally glitched out and didn't record me put all of this in, so you'll see throughout the rest of the video the little items that I did. So I did the week, I did my habit stickers, I did a few to-dos and some meetings that I had, and then I'm just going back and double checking everything to make sure that I'm covering everything I need to cover. So this past weekend was my dog Venus's birthday, and we were supposed to do like a doggy day type thing where we took her out, got her a little treat for her birthday, and it was raining all day on Saturday, and we wanted to give them baths and then take them for a ride on the truck, and obviously that did not happen, so we just spent the entire day watching movies with them. So we're hoping this next weekend that we can take her to get her birthday treat. She's an old lady. I think she's about 8, but we got her from the shelter, so we're not really sure her actual age. But based on the paperwork that they gave me and another vet that I saw down the line, she believes she was actually older when I got her, so I'm just guesstimating here that she's 8 years old. But we will be doing that this weekend. I ended up going back and just highlighting all of the time blocks just to make it look uniform. And again, I really love these highlighters because they didn't even bleed or feather the ink that was already on the paper. So I really like using them. I would say that it didn't really match the stickers that I used, but it was close enough. I do have a couple of pen pal letters that came in, and I just have not had time to review them. So if you're one of my pen pals, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get to them as quickly as I can. But again, I kind of do that when I'm not too busy, and it's been like a busy few weeks because we've been, helping out family members and stuff like that. So it's left little time for funness. This week I wanted to use some of this decorative paper that I got from Temu. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know how I feel about this company, but they do have some cute stuff. I'm just not sure about the quality. I did like this paper because it was thin and not too thick. So obviously if you're in a Hobonichi, you know that over the months your paper starts, or your book starts getting chunky, is what they call it in the community, and people love that. So I was trying to avoid it being too chunky from the get-go. So I like using items that are thin to where it's not going to overly thicken my book too early. So I'm just going to put a little decorative paper here, and I'm sorry that my camera is not capturing most of this, but I'm essentially using my glue tape to glue it down. I hate the edges, so I typically just like do that where I know the paper is going to cover, so that in case if I get glue on the paper, it won't stick to the other page. But yeah, I'm just putting it here because I know that Sunday night I don't do anything. I'm not really staying up late or anything like that, so I can cover this little area here. And then I'm going to put these, this black and white flower. I really like these stickers. I got them from Amazon. If I remember who the person is, I will put it down in the description. But basically, I've been keeping everything pretty minimal, so this is the final look pretty much, and I've been liking it. And if I have to go back and add things, I do throughout the week. I'll be showing you guys in the next video for next week what the end look like, so that you don't miss out on anything. But I hope you did enjoy this video, and be on the lookout for new stickers soon. I'm super excited, and I hope you like them because I think they're super cute. But have a good one, guys, and see you in the next video.